Hello, Hamilton. It's that time again. Get up, get off the couch, and start tackling your own to-do list. Welcome to the Just Ask Bob Show. I am Bob Asadorian. On today's show, we have a lot of fun for you. Through the magic of television, we're going to be visiting a R job site, and we're going to start boring some holes in the ground. Let's start with an email. Dear Bob, I'm looking into building a deck in my backyard. My contractor tells me that the concrete for the posts only needs to go down 2 feet below grade. Bob, is this true? Second question, part two of two here. My husband and I are thinking of renting the 2-man gas-powered post hole digger in order to save some money and possibly bore the holes ourselves. Bob, I've heard this machine is dangerous to use. Is this true? Tanya Lowe, Dundas, Ontario. Thank you so much, Tanya, and thank you to everybody throughout Season 2 and Season 1, because without your questions, there wouldn't be a show for me to design and create. Well, Tanya, as far as the auger, let's see. There's 1-man augers, there's 2-man augers. They're all gas units. The 1-man auger, I find it very difficult to use, much less power to bore into the ground. Now, a lot of this depends on your soil conditions. Is it easy soil? Is it hard clay? Now, the 2-man auger can be used. Now, it's called a 2-man auger. In this case, it'll be husband and wife auger. Now, again, as long as you don't want to end up going through some divorce dust, make sure you get along. You're going to have fun on the project. Research the unit. Go to the Home Depot, who, by the way, sponsors the Just Ask Bob show going into Season 2. Go to the rental department. The associate will have the machine on a metal stand where you can pull the crank, get the auger to spin, husband and wife on each end, balance yourself, see how you feel with it. As with any home improvement, you have to be comfortable with it, you have to be able to use it. The Home Depot's rental department will detail you through the project, and if under any circumstance you're not sure regarding your safety or use of the tool, forget it. Call a contractor. Speaking of contractors, make absolutely certain your contractor has taken the exam on the Ontario Minimum Building Code. Hamilton specifically requires Master Building Repair License. And I'm on the board, so I know what I'm talking about. Third Wednesday of every month, young Hamiltonians that wish to become contractors, and also phony contractors that have been caught, line up, fill in the offices there, fill in the chairs, 2-hour examination. You must pass with a 70% mark minimum. You have to pass the police clearance and show insurance coverage. Then you're a licensed contractor. Nothing less than that when you're looking to hire a contractor to bore your holes. Also, very important, Ontario call before you dig. Make absolutely certain that the contractor who you've hired, if you've hired one, calls in for the Ontario call before you digs. It's free, there's no charge. You're going to see that yellow-orange spray paint all over your grass and your lawn. That indicates where the gas line is. Now, I mean, it's not here today, but one of the biggest questions that come into my office is, should the homeowner call for the Ontario before you dig locates, or should the contractor? Well, it depends. If there is no contractor and you, the homeowner, are doing it, obviously you call. But if you're hiring the contractor, it becomes a liability issue. Some contractors may pressure the homeowner and say, you call for your dig locates. Now you've got a homeowner responsible for calling for the digs, and you've got a contractor that's boring the hole that may burst the gas line. You've got a little bit of a mix here, a can of worms if there's a disaster. The one who's digging, the one who may pierce the telephone line, the TV line, or the gas line, or a sewer pipe, he should also be the one, he or she, a lot of female contractors in this business, he or she should be the ones to be responsible for the call before you digs. So again, it's very important that you're knowledgeable about this. Anytime, get off the couch, pick up the phone, 546-2424, and you need to ask for building and licensing, both departments. Building department to find out if there's a permit required or call before you dig. They'll give you all that information. Licensing department to find out if your contractor has the Hamilton Master Building Repair License. Now, on a quick note, new for Season 2 is Bob's Bewares. We'll get to the Bewares in a bit, but at this point in time, we have a Bob's Top pick, which is right here if you follow me. Isn't this the cutest thing you've ever seen? I was at the depot the other day. I'm going through the hardware department. I see that bolted to the wall. Well, I am good with tools, so I bolted it in about 10 seconds. And then I took it to ProDesk and asked for permission. They said, sure. I wanted to bring it on the store to demonstrate the Door Guardian. Install, easy to use, extra security. Try it. Well, you don't have to go to Home Depot because we're going to try it right here. The point with the door guard is, if I can take a moment now to sort of go back in time. Back before the door guard was invented, we had a very old-fashioned unit here, which is the chain. Look familiar? It's been on a lot of television shows where you see, you know, late at night, usually the lady, she opens the door about 6 to 8 inches. Hello, hello, who's there? Well, now you've got the door open 6 inches. That gives you momentum. So as the burglar's got the, well, as the door's open 6 inches, the burglar can push the door back closed, pull, hence break the chain. You don't want that. That's not a Bob Top pick. That's nothing but junk. We've got the door guardian. And a little bit of comic here, but as our person working with here, Greg Ross will attest to, most homeowners that I installed this for, they can't even open it from the inside. Never mind trying to break in from the outside. We had our Greg Ross here from Cable 14 today, and I said, Greg, you're inside your home, open that up. He's pulling, he's reefing on it. That's how it opens. That's how it locks. Can't get in the door. Again, pull, pull. Now here's the beauty of the unit. We have a router channel here. We have a protrusion in the form of sort of a triangle. As it shuts, let's call it male, female. Talk about penetration. You can't open that. There's absolutely no way to open that unless you pull this way. So again, most homeowners I've installed this for, they can't even open this from the inside, let alone the outside. Buy it by name, the Door Guardian, available at the Home Depot. Now again, very special show today. Through the magic of television, as you can see, I mean, I'm at a loss here. I don't have a post hole digger. We've got a concrete floor. We don't have soil. Through the magic of television, right after this break, you're going to find us on a Triple R Inc. job site where we're going to use the two-man auger, we're going to bore the hole, and we're going to answer for the nice lady how easy it is to do. Catch you after the break. Thank you, Hamilton.
Cody is a member of the War Amps Champ program. One day, while he was playing, he fell into the path of a riding lawnmower. He lost his leg below the knee. The War Amps has been there for Cody right from the start. Today, he is a safety ambassador and rides on the War Amps Play Safe float.
Play safe,
Cody has a message for all kids.
spot the danger before you play. Play safe.
Play safe.
How you doing, Jack?
Couldn't be better.
What?
Just thinking about Jack over there. Doesn't he ever have anything important to do? Hey, Max, where are you going?
Over next door to play.
Well, I can play with you.
It's okay, Dad. I know you're busy.
Give your family everything. Give them your time. From the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Hello, Hamilton. Here we are through the magic of television, out of the studio, on the job site. Take a moment for some quick thank yous. First and foremost, a big thank you to Triple R Inc. This is a Triple R Inc. job site. Thank you to the homeowners, both of them, for allowing us to bring the Cable 14 cameras to their home. Big thank you, Triple R's lead foreman, Ryan Bello.
Thanks for having me on the show, Bob.
Hey, you're
Hello,
welcome.
Hamilton.
Happy to have you here. As the email said, how hard is it to use a two-man auger? Well, let's put it this way, Hamilton. You can see why it's called a two-man auger. I wouldn't be able to do this without the help of Ryan. Now, when you go to the depot, you can rent these machines in a two-man unit and a single-man unit. Now, believe it or not, the single-man units, it's interesting. It doesn't have the arms on both ends, so you can get up in the tight quarters with it. Now, very wimpy, not a very manly machine. No, there's no power to it. And again, in this particular case, as the email said, it's a husband and wife. They want to somewhat cut the contractor out of the equation. They want to bore their own holes for a big patio, a deck back here, and obviously they want to save some money. Now, if they don't mind running in the divorce dust and they get along with each other, go to the depot. There's going to be a big steel bench. The machine's on a bench, husband and wife on each side, right at your local Home Depot. Crank on the machine, let the blade spin, get a feel of how heavy it is. Again, for any reason, if you're not safe, you're not comfortable, get a contractor to do it. Now, we're going to talk about the machine a little bit before we continue. As you can see, we've just started on the hole. Now, let me grab one of these components. The contractor that sent the quote to the person that emailed us in at the Just Ask Bob show was talking about only going down 2 feet or so. That's a hell of a wimpy contractor. Now, if we're in California or Florida, a foot or two's fine. In this case, for Hamilton, for our area in Ontario, you really need to go down 4 feet. Now, Ontario minimum building code for our region here, 3.5 feet, they'll let you go for permit for inspection, but I really believe you've got to go 4 feet. This bit is 3 feet dead on. Now, we've got a 3 foot deep bit. It's 8-inch diameter, which is completely fine for 4x4 posts, which are 3.5 by 3.5. So this is the extension. You're not going to start the machine with the extension on the bit, because then the machine is going to be up here. You're going to need a ladder on each end to operate it. So what you do is you go down 3 feet, pull the machine out, pop the pin, insert the extension, and down 4 feet. Below frost, you're fine. You're not going to have heaving. Let's show you how this baby works. All right. Must have hit something. Yeah. Now this isn't easy. What do they say? Don't let them see you sweat. I don't mind sweating when I'm working hard, but in this particular case, we've hit a rock, we've hit a boulder. It happens. I've been using these machines for the last 10 years. It's 50-50. I'll dig a dozen holes. Sometimes we're fine. Sometimes we run in the boulders. Let me show you some tools here. This one I like to call the spear. Pound it in, flip up the boulders. Then we got the manual machine. Dig in, scoop, pull up. Now, believe it or not, I've seen homeowners and contractors, God bless them, they don't rent the machine. That's what I call cheap. They'll do every post hole manually. Now, I keep this on hand to pull out the debris. I use the spear to clear out the boulders. Now, like television in real life, things happen. We've hit a boulder. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back. We're going to pull out the boulder and finish boring the hole. We'll be right back after this break. It's stuck in there, eh?
This is Hamilton, the home of the outdoors. This is Hamilton, the home of sport. This is Hamilton, the home of history, the home of culture. This is Hamilton.
Hello, Hamilton. Welcome back to the Just Ask Bob show. A very special, on-site, on location. Just before the break, we've been using a 2-man post hole auger. We're trying to get bored down 4 feet. We've hit an obstruction. We've hit what looks like to be an old brick block or stone. If you want to have a look in here, Hamilton, you can see the scrape marks. I don't know if it's a brick, a block, a piece of stone. It happens. You know, we're almost halfway down. We'll try to use a couple different tools to get it out now. Let me try to give it a couple of shots with the, I call it the spear rod. Again, there's no way to time these. If everything works nice, 10, 15 minutes a hole, pop, pop. I've done jobs where 3 hours it's taken me to get a hole done. The first thing I want to try to do is split it in half. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Looks like a pretty big rock.
That won't split. You want to try to get under it. Both sides. I bend the bar one way, so then I rotate on this side to unbend the bar. Try once more to split it. Okay, Ryan, you give it a few tries.
Yeah, all right.
See if you can clear some dirt out.
A lot of rock down there.
Oh, yeah. It's coming loose a little bit.
Yep.
Try and wiggle it. Wiggle it, yeah, wiggle it.
Now we're getting some movement. I think if you stick your hands in there.
Or you just give it one try here.
Got it. There we go.
She's out.
The master.
He's got the strength, I got the wisdom. Old, new. I don't know what that is.
Good thing it wasn't a gas line.
Oh, this could have been a gas line. Now let's take a moment to talk gas safety. If you want to follow me over here. I haven't been painting today. Now, these orange lines are Ontario Call Before You Dig. I believe it's 1888 or 1-800 Call Before You Dig. Look them up online. It's free. Absolutely no charge to the contractor and no charge to the homeowner. They will come down and spray many, many locates. Buried telephone line, buried cable, and obviously gas, even sewer lines. Because if that was a gas line, like you're not supposed to auger within, I believe, 2.5 feet from a locate line with the gas machine. You'd have to use the handheld unit. So it's very, very important that somebody calls in for the locate. Now, is it homeowner, is it contractor? Big debate. If there's no contractor involved, obviously the homeowner's got to call. If there is a contractor involved, don't let him pass his responsibility to you, the homeowner. Think about it now. If you've hired the proper contractor, you'll have $2 million liability insurance. If you, the homeowner, call in for the locate, and let's say it doesn't come in on time, or the contractor starts, or something goes wrong, it's just a can of worms. He's going to say, I didn't call the locates, you did. They'll say, so what, but we paid you. The person augering, using the machine, should be the one calling in for the locates. So if you're hiring a professional, let him take care of it all. And any explosions, any telephone not working after the holes are bored, it's all on the contractor. Now, back to the hole. I've said this many times, season 1 or 2. It actually really makes sense here. It's all about penetration. If you don't have penetration, you have nothing, Hamilton. We need to get another foot or so done out of this. Ryan, let's hit the machine. I wonder if the couple that sent the emails ever going to rent one of these. Probably not after watching this show.
Hopefully they rent Triple R instead.
Well, no worries. Okay, always important too. This is the gas. Crank it all the way while you pull on the cable. Let's do it. Let's keep it down a bit. Now let's go up. Let's hold a moment. I really want the people at home to understand, if you notice, as we go down every so many inches, we pull the machine up. That's to let the dirt spew out. If you're not spewing the dirt out, you're just forming it. It's packing against the blade. So important, down, up and out. Down, up and out. Let's give it another shot.
Alrighty, cranker.
Yeah, see, it's doing its job. Now. Up. And up. Keep it right there. See, we let it keep spinning. Yeah. Now up. And out. Okay, cut her off. Let's put her over. A little more to you. Good. Okay. My back's hurting. That's a lot of work. So make absolutely certain you're comfortable if you're going to rent the machine yourself. Now, don't yourselves or let your contractor stop augering at this point. That's 3 feet. You pull out the pin, drop the blade, pop in the extension, pop in the pin, this pin down here on the bit, back again to 4 feet. On a future show, we're going to use the same hole. We're going to pop in a pressure treated post. We're going to stake it to keep it plumb. And we'll have wheelbarrows. We'll start mixing concrete. Because again, there's not only the right way, there's the wrong way. Now I want to take a moment, very important today, new for season 2, Bob's Bewares. As you got accustomed to season 1, we've always had top picks. New for season 2, Bob's Bewares. We've done shows where we've talked about the differences between aluminum and plastic eaves troughs. This is an aluminum eaves trough. Absolute piece of junk. The only benefit to this eaves trough is it's cheap. That's it. It's actually more time consuming. This costs more labor to install than the seamless aluminum. You bake that in the sun, it's going to break right off. Not a good product. Shy away from it. Make absolutely certain that you request by name seamless aluminum eaves troughs and have your contractor only use the best. Don't forget, Hamilton, this could be your home. This could be Ryan, my lead foreman, and myself at your home helping you chip away at your to-do list. Just ask Bob on Facebook. Enter our contest to win. You win me, you win Ryan in your home for a part of a day to start chipping away at your to-do list. I want the gory details and gossip. Never mind what the renovation project is. Why isn't it getting done? Lazy, absent husband, out golfing every weekend. I don't know what the reason is, what the excuse is. Send us details, send us photographs. Everything begins on Facebook. Enter Just Ask Bob in the search engine. Look us up, like us, post your details. Last year, season 1, we had a winner. although she was very shy, so we didn't do it on television, but I most certainly went to her home, taught her how to work, what materials to use to start chipping away at her contest. So remember, Just Ask Bob on Facebook.com. You win me, I'll show up with a tool belt for you and a tool set. And we'll make certain it's not my 7-year-old's belt. Final thoughts? Want to pause, fast forward, rewind, see the boulder that was in the hole again? Watch the show from last month, the month before, or even the last year. www.justaskbob.com, Season 1 and Season 2. Thank you, Hamilton. Till next time.